Have you ever ruined your bully life forever? I was entering high school for the first time, and for the first few weeks was going how you would expect it to go. Bullying in the halls, the popular girls being a blabbermouth, and so on. Then one day, I was getting my books to go to computer science when this kid named Duke came up to me with all of his pals. Now, Duke was the 6'5" popular boy who was the lead captain of the high school football team, and was basically untouchable due to the fact that his dad was the principal at the school. Duke went up to my face, said, "Hey loser, wanna see something cool?" I don't know what I did to this kid, as all I wanted to do was not get into crap with my teacher about being late to class. I said, "What is it?" in the most clueless voice ever. Then Duke grabbed me by my shirt collar and shoved me in my locker. He didn't lock the door or anything, but it really hurt my back and my sanity. When I came out, everyone was laughing at me, even my crush, which broke me completely. Then Duke said, "See you tomorrow, nerd," then walked off like nothing happened. Now I just brushed it off and said it's just a one-time thing like all his other playmates, but he did it again the next day and gave me black eye. I had enough, so I told the principal, Mr. Scott, but he yelled at me saying that I was faking the story and that I'm spreading lies about his sweet little Duke. I told him to check the cameras, but the principal said it was useless to check the cameras over a lie, and said if I ever came back here to tell him this story, he would give me detention for a week. I gave up at that point because all I knew was that the suffering was gonna get worse and worse. For 5 months, he shoved me into my locker more and more violently than before. One time, he even gave me both pink and black eye, and I had to lie to my mom that I got into a bad accident at school. Then, one random Monday, Duke shoved me in a locker like usual, but it wasn't as hard as usual. When I went to open the locker, it was locked shut. I was stuck in there for my whole lunch break. Then the librarian, Ms. Monica, found me scratching at my locker and got me out. She asked what happened, and I told her everything. The harassment, the bullying, and the humiliation that happened. She was mad and said I'm gonna let Mr. Scott know, but I made Ms. Monica stop and say he's most likely gonna make something stupid up and fire you on the spot. Then I had an idea that could make or break me forever. I asked Ms. Monica if I could go into the computer lab to show her something, so she let me in and I got to work. Now I know a lot about tech and found a way to open the school's cameras from the laptop. When I showed here, we both had an idea. We started recording everything from the first to the most recent instance of Duke bullying me in a way that would only be described as assault. Our plan was to play the recordings from the recording onto the projector and show it on graduation day when he gets his diploma so the superintendent can see. So we got everything prepared for the big day. The last recording we did was 5 days before graduation day. Then finally the day came. I was put in charge of the tech cause no one else knew how it worked and grabbed a wireless microphone